Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for the week of July 12th, 2019. I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Gray.
What's happening, dudes?
And Luna.
Hey everyone, what's up?
Yay, 2 weeks in a row where all three of us are here together.
Yay! Woohoo!
New record! Woo!
New record as of late.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So what have we been listening to as of late? Let's start with you, Gray.
Let's see, I have been listening to... we talked about this pre-show, and I don't even remember now. Oh, I've been listening to some more LOL, because their Brave Up is, it's still at the end of the month, but that's coming out soonish, and I love that song. So I've been listening to that, and I've been listening to Sing Out, because I like Saito a lot. And I have been listening to this week's Music Corner, which we'll talk more about, but I really enjoyed this week's Music Corner. Other than that, nothing too special. What have you been listening to, Lena?
I actually haven't gotten to listen to much this week, so mainly been Kodakumi. I've had all her songs on random on my iPod, which is like probably 400 and something songs maybe, and just been shuffling back through them. So that was my main listen to this week, besides two Ayumi Hamasaki songs, Trauma and Boys and Girls, because I have exercise DVDs where you exercise to Ayumi Hamasaki while you're learning the dance moves to those songs. That is hard. Very, very difficult to do, and it tires you out 50 minutes learning that. Not easy.
I heard the phrase exercise, and I just thought you were exercising demons or something.
So that's really consisted of my week, unfortunately, but I do love Coda, so you can't go wrong with Kodakumi. Blocked some people out at work this week with Kodakumi. Made me happy.
I imagine she's really good music to exercise to.
Oh, Kodakumi is, and so is Ayumi Hamasaki. So.
I was referring to slaying demons.
So, what have you been listening to, Ken?
I've been listening to the Final Fantasy XIV official soundtrack because goddamn that game.
It is your life.
It is my life.
It has become life.
It has become life. I've downloaded their official soundtrack for Realm Reborn off of Apple Music because they have all the Final Fantasy tracks. It totals out to 119 songs to 6 hours and 46 minutes.
Woo!
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah, because the Dolls theme, the main city, is like 15 minutes long.
Jeez.
I never noticed how long that entire track in its entirety is, but then sitting down to think about it, I was like, yeah, it's pretty long because there's a crescendo part, and then there's a rise, and then there's a softer part, and there is a more piano-focused part, and then it rises up again, and I'm just like, yeah, sounds like a doll.
Every time I'm in the city, I've got like 19 things I gotta do, and I'm not paying too much attention to the music.
Yeah, well, the Doll's my favorite track out of all of them after Gordelia's one.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I bought Gray for his belated birthday. I bought him a free month worth of Final Fantasy XIV, and we've been going through that. We'll be taking on Ifrit next, so
Looking forward to it.
By the time this happens or this airs, I will be farther than my Twitch stream character, my Dragoon that we did for the Twitch. So we'll be farther than that, and I'm actually a higher level than him right now. So
nice. We should. I was thinking about we should probably try to stream this at some point.
yeah, they won't care about the mid story stuff or the beginning story stuff. They'll care more about once we get into Heaven's Sword and stuff. But that's beside the point. We're not a Final Fantasy 14 podcast yet.
Maybe one day.
It's the back pilot again. Once me and Luna gets our wrestling podcast up, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I need to get a little caught up though, but I was watching something wrestling the other day. They were talking to, oh my god, my brain is fried, Becky Lynch and Rollins and why am I losing track, because they blew him up so big and then it failed.
John Cena?
No.
No.
Oh god, no. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. He's part of the Shield.
Roman.
Roman.
Or-
Reigns.
Sheamus?
Yeah, Reigns, Rollins, and Becky Lynch. They had I guess it was some ESPN event,
Oh
and
yeah, they were on the SBs, and then there's this weird picture going around right now of Roman was sitting right in front of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and it looks like the smile that he made when they focused the camera on him made it look like two proud parents with their embarrassing son.
Yep. I actually noticed that when I was watching it on ESPN when they came out. Oh my god, I was like, I'm surprised. I was watching that. I don't watch a lot of sports coverage, but I was watching that by coincidence.
There's also a shot of Drew Brees, the quarterback, along with all four of them out on the carpet. So it's quite funny to watch that because it looks like Stephanie McMahon looks like the actual devil in that photo.
Well, she doesn't supply her players health care, so yeah.
Well,
In that sport, that sounds like you might want to do that because they need it.
well, technically, how the WWE goes about it, they're independent contractors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So you don't get health care, you pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
So.
I know from experience all that is.
But yeah, this isn't one of those podcasts. And continuing on, besides Final Fantasy XIV, I've been listening to the Review Starlight soundtrack again. That's taken over my life. I was wrong about the dates. The dates is actually this weekend, along with Riza Sulin, because they have their concert also this weekend too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's really good. Apparently the first day was really, really good, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. There is a card case in the form of one of the tickets for the Review Starlight and the Gacha games. I kind of want that because then when I go around and give out my name card to people, they won't know what the hell that is. It's better than the Yakuza 0 name card case that I'm using currently right now with the Yakuza Dragon and the Oni mask. I don't think I can use that out in a Japanese company.
No.
They kind of look down. Like, I remember I had to go for the Star Honolulu, which is a big cruise boat. And the people over there were just looking at me when they were looking at the card case, and they were looking at me. They're like, huh? But, yeah, that's besides the point. But, yeah, let's continue on from there to the release news here. There's a couple big news. And actually, before we do the release news, I kind of wanted to do the actual news first because it was something kind of big that happened this past week, and
That's the way to put it.
kind of have to talk about it.
Yeah.
So this past week, the president of Johnny's and Associations, Johnny Kitagawa, he passed away this past week, and it was due to a ruptured cerebral aneurysm.
Aneurysm.
Aneurysm. I'm not a medical person. I will not know this. So he passed away this past week on July 9th, and
So
he was 87 years old.
So, yeah, I think this is a bleed in the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this surprise passing kind of came in the wake because he randomly collapsed back in June 18th. And he was rushed to the hospital ever since and been hospitalized. And a lot of his boys that he was producing actually came down and visited him, and he was actually quite thankful about that. And one of his final wishes was that, the world would be very peaceful and full of hope so that people could still enjoy entertainment. It doesn't have to be Johnny's necessarily, but just how the music industry is. He wishes that something could be still enjoyable throughout all these times, and that's really good for someone who's that hierarchy in the industry. Especially with the male idol stuff and everything that goes on there. It's a shame because he's also Japanese American too. Because he was born in L.A.
Oh, I did not realize that.
I wondered why his name was Johnny, because it's a very English name.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know who he is, he's actually the big player in the industry, hosting a bunch of male idol groups. The couple of the biggest ones are Arashi, Snap, Kinky Kids, King and Prince, Kanjani 8, just to name a few. And
Heisei Jump.
Heisei Jump, yeah. Heisei Jump is one of them also.
Yeah.
And it's, we at Ongaku like to send up thoughts and prayers towards, his company and his family and all the people that were affected by this. Because it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in his wake, they showed a picture of him, and they don't have many pictures of him.
Yeah, I've been reading online how there's been members of various groups. It's just been like there was a member of Tokyo who broke down crying in the middle of a TV interview, just talking about it. So Johnny was very not only just a big influencer in the industry, but he was he really meant a lot to a lot of the people who produce and make the content that they put out, and just to see that kind of impact on people is just shocking. And because I don't think there's anybody like that in America as far as like the reach. Like if there's a music producer that passed away, I don't know if there'd be somebody breaking down on Entertainment Tonight about talking about it. So it's just weird because we don't have something like that in America, and so it's definitely something different and very sad. And our thoughts and prayers do go out to them.
It's interesting because on one side of the coin you can call him a very big influencer, and another one of them is Akimoto, obviously, with AKB. But someone like that elevated the Japanese music industry to its foothold right now is something just amazing.
Yeah, it's they lost a very, very cherished member of their family, because you think about it, all those groups being together for so long, they all become family. So, and the music industry, lost someone very important too. We send our condolences on that.
Yeah, so also there hasn't been a successor named as the time as we've been reporting about this. However, there are several speculations that the current president of Johnny Isles Inc., which is a sister company group of Johnny's, Hideaki Takezawa, is going to be the current forerunner for the position. Currently, it's also run in-house of Kitagawa's family, because while Kitagawa has been kind of on the older side, his niece has been taking over a lot of the day-to-day business kind of thing, and she's a little bit on the older side too, so I don't know if they're going to keep it family only or they're going to think about it more outly.
According to this website I'm reading, it's Julie Fujishima who's looking to be the new president. That's the niece you're referring to. They're looking to her, so.
Yeah, well, I can understand that also because she's been in the company for a long while. And it's funny because, so one of my coworkers, she knows someone that used to be in the Johnny system as a junior, and he talked about him saying, he has a incredible memory. Like, his mom was a part of a revue, which is like a theater show, a traveling theater show, and she said that he only met him twice and they didn't even talk, but the next time when she brought her son in for doing junior stuff, he came up to her and said, hey, I remember you when you were part of this review, and it's very nice that your son continued the music industry in your wake. And she was quite surprised about that. And, he hasn't gotten where he is without remembering a couple things, so to speak.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I just wanted to clear that air there. And before we kind of, usually we say this stuff at the end, and it's always a downer kind of thing.
Yeah.
I figured we just start with it and kind of let it breathe for a bit, and then we can just start on the news right then and there after that.
Yeah, no, that sounds.
But yeah, with that, let's continue on with some release news. And the first and foremost, it is Generation from Exile Tribe. You know, they just came off the hot of the heels of their Battle of Tokyo album. They announced that they will be releasing a brand new single called Dreamers, and it will be dropping on August 28th. You can check out all the editions on our site, and you can also check out that through this they'll be doing a special new live tour called Generation Live Tour 2019 Shonen Chronicle that will start from August 31st to the end of the year. You can check out their latest music video, Brand New Story, on our site, along with the pre-order links.
Yeah, I checked out that music video. It's actually really good.
It's all animated, too, so it's really interesting.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to this, because Generations is, like, one of the few Exile Junior groups like I've actually had a little hard time getting into, so I do want to check that out. I'm super excited for that.
Same. Especially after the release of Battle of Tokyo.
Yep.
The girl pop rock group Billy Idol have announced they will be dropping a brand new single on October 23rd. Because it's so far out, they haven't really revealed too much about it. But along with this, they're also doing a tour, which will last from July 28th all the way to the end of September. And we have all the tour dates on the sites. Because of how far out the pre-order is, we do not have links up for that quite yet. But as soon as we find out more, we will have an article up for the more information regarding to the single. So you guys can check out the information if you're in Japan and you're eager to check out Billy Idol. Moving on up to a punk rock band. I'm going to use that term loosely. But a punk rock band called Rain, they have a brand new album coming out called The Side Effects. That's going to be coming out on August 28th. You can check out the pre-order links in the article. It's got several editions. And if you've never heard of them, we do have a music video where you can check out the song Coexist.
Oh, it's interesting nonetheless. I see here that several other things have shirts.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Continuing on up. After the success of her latest music or mini album there, Shinya Anata no Kyou ga Furekare Mata Ashita Dane. Member,
that's not a mouthful.
Yeah, that is a mouthful. Member of the popular idol group Nekigo Kanede announced that she will be releasing a brand new single, which will drop on October 15th. Unfortunately, the title does not have a name, and not much information is readily available as of now, except that it'll release in 2 editions. She also announced that on September 15th, for her birthday, that she will release a 12-inch vinyl edition of the latest mini album. Unfortunately, because of how mini albums work and vinyl works for us, we can't get it easily through CD Japan. But if you want to check out her work, you can check out her latest song, Hikara Kyo, on our site. Interesting. I really like Kaede. It's I want to see her grow as a solo artist, mostly because Nekigo hasn't been doing much as of late.
All right, moving on up to the next one. Luna, I know this is artist that you particularly have expressed interest in liking. So if you're a fan of the super popular anime Fruits Basket, it's getting a brand new opening, and Ai Osuka will be the one performing it. So you have that to look forward to. The new single will be called Chime, or the new opening, but it's also going to be released as a single on September 4th. There's 3 editions, and if you're curious to see what it's going to sound like, we do have the AVEX release of it, and it has like some animation from the anime too that you can see in it. So you can check all that out on the site.
As I say, it's a really, really good song, and I'm very excited because I love Otsuka Ai, and this will be her first single since she released her last I Am Best album, which was also really, really good.
Yeah, this is her first single in 2.5 years.
Oh yeah, she hasn't done a single in a long time, so I'm excited for this. The song is beautiful. I mean, her voice is as amazing as ever. and she still has that cuteness factor to it. So I look forward to this one.
Well, I saw in some of the promotional art it's her eating the disc, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, you should see some of her other cover art if you look at all her other albums and singles. I love how she's kind of a little weird, and I love that about her.
I mean, that helps you stand out. We don't say weird like a bad thing. Don't take it the negative way. Take it the good way.
First and foremost, it's interesting that they're gonna do another version of Fruit Baskets.
Well, they didn't finish the original. If you watch the anime, when it ends,
what the hell?
It ends. So they caught up to the manga, and that was the problem. So they stopped where they caught up to the manga. And they didn't want to do a different ending.
They pulled an Inuyasha. They pulled an Inuyasha.
No, they pulled a Bleach. Is what you're saying?
So, but they didn't do any fillers, though. If you think about it, the original anime is 24 episodes. It had no fillers. So it ends up at a certain point, which I can't ruin if anyone hasn't seen it, because it will ruin it. So it stops at a certain point in the books, and get an idea where it stops. And they decided, well, we don't want to just make up our own ending or do a filler or anything. So they just stopped it, and it ended there. So this one will be a complete retelling, new animation, and it'll start from the beginning, and it'll also have a lot more stuff they did not include from the manga in this version of the anime.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a much closer adaptation to the manga.
Yes.
Because
and
my understanding is they did cut out a lot from the original.
Yes, they did. So I own all the manga. I've read it more than once. I also got to sit in on the panel with the voice actors when I was at ASEN. So it was really interesting kind of hearing more about it, but I am very, very excited for this, and it's going to probably be around 62 episodes in total, maybe.
Oh, it's already airing in Japan.
Oh, yeah,
if you wanted
to,
you could be watching it on Crunchyroll.
Yep, it's already, I forgot what episode they're on, but when I was at ASEN, they already had a couple episodes out, if I'm correct.
Yeah. It was one of the shows I was wanting to follow for the summer season, and I just haven't had the chance. Because Fruits Basket is one of those anime. It was really popular when I was in high school, and I never got a chance to watch it. And I've never watched it. I've spent all these years never having seen it. And, it's one of those shows you always hear so many great things about, and I'd love to do it, although I'm not in the mood for a romance yet. So
the manga made me cry. I mean, I freaking cried my eyes out. Well, and I will say the show's probably going to do that soon. Well, it's not just because it's a romance. There's a lot more to it than that.
But most romances make you cry. That's part of the formula.
No, actually, they don't. I don't cry in romances. I think they're stupid. I'm one of those people. But
maybe I'm one of those people.
There's some aspects to it that really do make your tear up, especially family aspects. And it's just a show that kind of warms your heart, and it's a comedy as well as it has some romance in it. I loved it. I highly recommend reading or watching it. And I'm really excited that they got Old Sky to do one of the songs in it, because the original theme song artist, it was Ritsuko, I forgot her last name, but she passed away, actually. Not too long, I think, after she did that.
Yeah.
So, Ritsuko Ozaki?
Sounds right.
Okazaki. Ritsuko Okazaki. She did the original one. But I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited for this. And I'm so glad they got Old Sky for it, because I think she fits in really well. So...
Well, Fruits Basket aside, it's interesting that she came back, because lately she's been doing more of a producing role, which is interesting. So I don't mind it. So, we'll see how it fares out.
Yes, we will.
Continuing on, vocalist Hiroyuki Takami, after the lovely success of his latest album, Gimmick Zone, announced that he will have a brand new mini-album titled World Tamashi, which is Soul in the Japanese. Not much is known about the mini-album, except that it will drop on August 28th, with 6 tracks total, with more info being revealed later on. He also announced that he will be having a brand new live tour called Love and Victory World Tamashi, starting from August 24th through September 16th. You can check out more information on our site about that. It's interesting. I liked a couple of his work. His solo work is really interesting, though.
All right, moving on. One of my favorite groups, who we'll be talking about later, Nogizaka 46, have revealed they will be releasing their 24th single. It's hard to believe they've had that many, but I guess when you follow it, it adds up, I guess.
I mean, 4 years, so
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
make sense.
Well, yeah, and they do like 2 or 3 a year, 2, 3, 4, yeah, like once a quarter. But yeah, the new one will be coming out on September 4th as standard idol tradition. There's a buku of editions, all of which you can find links on the site. There's no title or anything that's been revealed, so it's just like, hey, this thing exists, but you can go ahead and pre-order it. We still want your money. And yes, if you haven't checked out their latest single, Sing Out, you can do so on the site. All right, moving on up. We mentioned these guys a little bit earlier. Heisei Jump have revealed they will be launching a brand new single titled Fanfare. This will be the group's 25th single, and it's going to be the main theme for I'm calling it a romance drama, Semi Otoko. It'll be released in several editions and a bundle. There's 3 editions in a bundle, but you can find more details on the site. And yeah, you can check that out.
The bundle edition is only for CD Japan.
Oh, is that a CG Japan exclusive?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. All the more reason you should go to the site and check it out. All right, and this will be our last news for the week. Like these guys have been like super high as of late, and I'm kind of glad we get to talk about them just a little bit more. So, 4-member rock band, official Hige Dandism, which is still weird to say. They have a brand new tour that they've announced, but they're also dropping a brand new album. Now, the new album will be launched on October 26th. There's still no official pre-order yet. Oh, yeah, sorry, never mind. Pre-orders are available, and you can go ahead and pre-order it, but they haven't revealed like the album title or anything like that. And they have a tour as well, and it's a pretty long tour. It's going from October all the way to February of next year. And we have all the dates and locations posted on the site, so you can give that a look. If you're going to be in Japan anywhere in that time, you can go check out official Hige Dandism. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Pretender was super dope.
Oh, I totally agree. Pretender is such an amazing song. That is what put them on like my radar. It
Yeah.
is an amazing song, and it made me want to check out their other works, and I'm very excited for their new album.
And with that, let's continue on to this week's Music Corner, and it is the Charm Park. And if you guys don't know who he is, or it is the lovely brainchild of talented LA-raised vocalist Charm, who started this project back in 2015. And you know what's interesting about him? I think he is one of the missing links among various other artists that can become that bridge of Western and Eastern style of pop music, and is making even bigger waves now with the rise of fusion pop genre in Japan as of late. He dubs himself the next generation pop maestro, which is very, very, very interesting in and of itself.
That seems to suit him though quite well.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. And true to his word, he has a very organic and dynamic composition to accompany his melodic vocals. And he hopes that his arrangements can be enjoyed by fans all across the world. And it really, really helps. A lot of his tracks are sung in half Japanese, half English, or all in English. It's
Yeah, like there's some songs that are like 2/3 English and just like a little bit of Japanese sprinkled in.
yeah. You know, his time that he spent in the US has not gone to waste. And you know, a lot of things is he weaves back into English and Japanese with perfect ease that you like some people can't even happen when the switch does happen. And there are some things that are just like so interesting about his style, because when he sings in English, it makes it like a special event, because a lot of his English tracks are very thought provoking and very emotional. That might be a little deep for like domestic fans in Japan, but it's interesting to hear that from an English point of view,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and can be used as more of an introductory lesson towards for Western fans for Japanese music.
Y-
So
Yeah, like I felt like his song "Mother" was very personal and really, I could really feel like a lot of the emotion in that song, and the subject matter was very deep, and yeah, that song was really really good.
yeah, he under his Charm Park motif, Charm has garnered major level of success and even signed with Avex this past June of last year, and released two mini albums during his indie days called Letters and Reply back in 2015 and 16, with an Avex mini album called Standing Tall, which just got released this past couple weeks. He also released a couple of singles during his time, with two being under Avex, along with two full albums, The Charm Park back in 2017 and Timeless back in 2000. Timeless Imperfection, excuse me, on 2018. You can check all his lovely things, his official site and Twitter on our site. You can check out also the music video for Hanaga Sakamichi, which is one of the themes for the anime Black Clover. So, I want to hear your guys' take on this, because, I found him really randomly while while doing articles, and I'm in that mood of finding kind of like he looks exactly like young Western Tendre.
So I loved Hanaga Sakamichi, and it was an amazing song. Like as soon as I heard his voice and the music, I was hooked. I mean, he completely drew me in. His voice is so soothing. It I had to go on YouTube and watch more of his videos. I was just so stunned. I'm like, my goodness, this is just fantastic. He had the perfect flow. The just his style of music is the other thing that really drew me in, as it really does have such a good combination of Eastern and Western that I could see him succeeding in both countries because it's just perfect together.
Yeah, no, I really really liked his style, and I didn't get a chance to watch any of his music videos, but there's a lot of his music on Apple Music, and that's what I've been checking out with his album Timeless Imperfections. They did a weird thing where it split up with like a side A and side B, really weird, but there's a lot of great songs on that album. Magic is a really really good song. Mother, like I mentioned earlier, is on that album. But the one track that really stood out to me, that I've literally had the song on repeat since I've heard it. Like I just can't get it out of my head. I love it so much. It's a song called Kyujitsu, and that song is so amazing. It's mostly in English. There's a little bit of Japanese sprinkled in, but I would say it's like 75% English, and it is an absolutely stunning song. I love it to death. And it's funny because my second favorite song he does is Magic, and the very first line in Kyujitsu is "I don't believe in magic." I find that hilarious. I just, it's how it goes. But yeah, like really really good vocals, and just the way that he sings is so great, and because like he really sings in like that upper pitch, and some guys can pull it off, some guys can't. He's one of those guys that can pull it off really well, and I love it. I love it to death. I've had, like I said, I've had Kyujitsu just on repeat. I think I've heard that song 10 times today alone, and I love that song. Like that song is insanely good, and yeah, like I'm so glad you picked him, Ken. Like this has been an awesome treat, and yeah, I really liked him.
Oh, me
Yeah,
too. Me too.
yeah,
I love him.
Yeah, his Timeless Imperfection, the reason why it's got split into two, it includes tracks from his indie days, that's why. So it mixes both his indie days and what his new influences through Avex has happened.
Oh, okay, and that makes sense.
So, yeah, like a couple of my favorite songs is Imperfection. I really, really like that. Ordinary is really, really good. His English songs are really, really good. If you guys have a chance to go check it out, Stars Colliding is an amazing song, which you guys should check out. It's all in English, and there's a lyric video through Avex online, so go right ahead and look it out. So, yeah, he's something that I've really been liking as of late. If you're gonna do pop rock style, I'm more akin to this.
Yeah. Well, he is a little bit more laid back, a little more bit more mellow.
Yes. Plus, he has a very, very interesting mustache. I want to try grow that out.
Yeah, I can't grow hair on my upper lip, so more. If you want to grow a stash, more power to you. I will send you my positive energy.
But yeah, hopefully you guys like this week's music corner. If you know my style, I always do this fusion style of artist anyway, so hopefully you like that. But yeah, with that, let's move on to the Oricon. And this week is somewhat interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
I liked it by and large. There's one song that can go die in a fire.
For once, we agree with something.
Yeah, no, I hated that song, but we'll get to it.
Yeah,
I think
number 8, right?
Oh, you. No.
But yeah, starting off with number 10, it is I'm Young, once again with Marigold. I'm Young.
Still rocking.
I mean, still rocking. You know, it's funny. I was sitting down and listening to the song, and I haven't listened to it listen to it because we've been just so used to seeing her on the charts that we don't need to listen to the song anymore. But
yeah.
I always confuse this song and Haru no Hi.
Why?
I don't know why. Well, because I really like Haru no Hi's melody.
I mean, there's. Well, I mean, when artists tend to do music, like they develop a style, a DNA in the song as it goes, and that I'm Young DNA is very prevalent in both songs. So I guess I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah, so this week it's So They Lovely 10,864 points. And going on up, it is the Love Live Sunshine Aqua's Club CD Set 2019 Jump on High. I mean, you can't say much. It was, like I said, it's Aqua's best song, I would think.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Yeah.
But yeah, this week it's So They Lovely 11,470 points. And going on up, it is Sing Out by Nogizaka 46. I'll let you have your moment there, Gray.
This song's great. I'm glad it's still here.
It's catchy. It's really catchy. I kind of forgot about it, and then I re-listened to it, and it's catchy and fun. I actually like it.
I prefer QQQ no Dashite more.
No, because they stole from Lady Go.
Lady,
no, King,
Lady
King,
Go.
Lady Go. King, Go.
I'm just gonna stay out of this. I like Saito Asuka. I love this song.
King. Yeah, it's the same song. King, stole from Lady Go. So I don't like King. But I actually did like Sing Out because it was catchy and it wasn't. I liked it. That's all. I don't know how much more I can say.
It's hard not to like a song that has the line "Everybody be happy." Like, what's wrong? You don't want to be happy?
But yeah, this week's Sing Out So They Lovely 11,870 points. And going on up, it is Answer by Only This Time. And true to its name, I don't know if this group is going to continue on because it is the combination of the popular YouTuber Mia Kawakun and another lovely singer, Takuto. And it's interesting because this is going to be the opening for the Mentante Conan, or the Case Close.
I do like Mia Kawakun. Mia Kawakun.
I was
I
like, I
really,
think it's
really
Kun,
like
not
him.
Kyun.
We were saying cute
Can
earlier, so
understand.
no.
That's
But
what we
I
call
actually,
it, callback.
I kind of liked it, and I think I liked it just because of Mia Kawakun.
Oh, see,
I
I
don't
loved
know.
it.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it, and I love his voice. Like, it is amazing. And this was one I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, who titles their group Only This Time? That makes no sense. What is this? And I
Yeah.
listened to like, oh, this is really good.
Nah,
Possibly is
sounds
only
amazing.
this time.
Yeah, unfortunately, it probably will be.
It's available on Apple Music because I downloaded it.
Yep.
I loved it. Oh my lord! I wasn't expecting I looked at it and I was expecting like a pop song, not this rock song that they graced us with. And I was like,
Yeah, same. I was expecting
Yes.
like a pop and lock song.
yeah, because I mean that's what it looked like. You look at the album cover, just the way they have it stylized, and it's just like a duo. And I was like, man, this is gonna be like some sort of like pop duo or whatnot. Which I mean, I'm down with that too. But it just wasn't what I was expecting it to be, and I loved it. I absolutely
Same.
loved it.
Same. I was just like, as soon as it came out, I'm like, whoa, this took a change. I love this. This is great.
Yep. And what's impressive, it was only a CD-only release, and it sold a lovely 15,628 points. And going up, it is once again Machigai Sagashi by Miyazaki Suda.
Yes.
Nothing more I can say there.
Good song.
It was very good. Yes.
Can't wait for the album.
Same.
And this week it sold a lovely 15,809 points. And going on up, once again, is Pretenders by Official Hagedandism.
I love this song. So good.
This song's amazing. I'm so glad it's still on here.
I can't wait to hear it again live.
Urgh.
I'm jealous.
You can feel the jealousy coming through the computer screen now.
And this week it sold a lovely 17,048 points. I wonder if I'll see them walking around.
Ooh.
One of the things that I'm like really hoping, because apparently a lot of people just walk around these events. I'm like, man, I wish I could go see Narkataki just walking around.
Oh
That
my
would be
God,
dope.
That'd be amazing. That'd be so cool.
I just want to see the bases. Continuing on up, it is number 4 with Summer Love by Angel Rev, going on with their lovely summer releases here.
I hated this
What you talking about? It's your usual poppy idol stuff that you always just love.
song can go
I was-
burn.
Disappointed in this. I love summer songs. I love cutesy, fun summer songs. This one really, really disappointed me.
Probably because they incorporated a whistle in it. Jeez Louise. Like, that is an obnoxious sound, and why on God's green earth would you would put that in a song just infuriates me to no reason. Why is that there? Ugh!
I can feel your anger through the microphone.
I
here.
can too. I can picture it like right now, and just you saying that on top of it. I just see,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
he's really upset about this.
Yeah,
It
you're just
bothers
like-
me.
I can see you just pointing down at the microphone, just like, ah!
Why did you do this?
I hate that song.
Swear to me! Why did you do this?
I was not liking the song until I heard that stupid whistle, and then I just grew to hate it after that because they use it, I think, like 2 or 3 times, and I was just like, oh my god. That's not a
it's
musical instrument, nor was it ever intended to be.
No, and it was just very forgettable. And I love my summer music.
Tell that to the
my
whistle.
summer songs. But yeah, it was just bleh, bleh, disappointing.
Yeah, no. The song can go die in a fire. The ladies can stay safely out of the fire. They're good. Just the song. Just the song can burn.
Yo, you better burn all those copies of that CD it sold then.
Meh, I mean, it's not for me. It doesn't. No, I'm not gonna
I know,
trash
I'm
it too
just
much.
joking.
But yeah, it sold a lovely 17,621 points. And going on up, it is number 3 with Lisa.
Yes.
And I can never say this, Gorenge.
Garenge.
Gurenge.
Nah,
Ah,
the Chinese was right. But yeah,
Well,
Gurenge at number 3 by Lisa.
yeah, this
And
is
yeah, it's used for what? Black Clover? What the hell?
no, it's used for that the demon summoner anime. I forget what it's called. It starts with a K.
Kimitsu no Yabai.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's used for that. I've been meaning to watch it because it's based off of a very popular shonen manga, and it looks good. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it. But
I don't know.
yeah.
I just watched 4 anime, so
oh wow,
But no, this song's dope. This song was really good.
this song
Yeah.
is really good. And I love Lisa, so I love seeing her on the charts, and this song is just amazing.
yep. I can't wait to see this live too.
Ah,
Jealousy is exuding on you right now. You're being bathed
oh,
in
it's
jealousy.
exuding on me. Urayamashi.
Yeah, so I think she's the last act I'll see. It's either her or Hyde.
Oh,
I mean, Hyde will be the top person I've seen live. I think it's like 6 times now I've seen him.
Not
'Cause
bad.
I've seen him as Vamps 3 times. I've seen him as L'Arc-en-Ciel twice. Yeah.
Well,
he was in Kansas City a couple months ago, and I'm really upset that I found out too late. I could have drove there. I'm
Yeah.
super upset.
So Gurenka sold a lovely 33,299 points. And going on up, it is G4 Just Fine by the loving band Goulet.
I really like
And
this
this-
song.
Yeah. Well, this is also another anime band too. Well, a lot of their songs are used for animes.
Are they really?
Yeah, the Just Fine was used for Diamond No Ace, the baseball anime, and it's all their songs were also used for a lot of the Diamond No Ace series.
Ah, I
The-
did not realize that.
The song "Colors" was used for the theatrical version of Final Fantasy 14.
Light of Dad. Sorry.
Yeah,
Light of-
Hikaru
yeah,
Noda.
no Tosan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's used for the theatrical version of that, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm remembering it now because I was like, I know we talked about Glay recently.
I really like Glay. I love Just Fine. They both were very, very good songs, and I feel like whenever Glay comes out with something, I love it in general.
Well, it's funny because they still invoke that 80s and 90s hard rock.
Yeah,
themes.
because especially Just Fine certainly has like a late 80s, early 90s sort of feel to it when you listen to it.
Yeah, so and this is to commemorate their 25th anniversary also, so it would make sense that they would have a lot of 90s stuff. And it's interesting because I'm just like, Clay's been around for so long that even my father knows about that.
Daggone. Go
Yeah,
Pops.
So. Yeah. But yeah, G4 sold a lovely 39,506 points. And going on up, it is Lights and Boys with Love by BTS. Behind the scenes.
So, I know I was kind of dreading this, but I loved Lights.
Honest-
Boy with Love was actually pretty good, but Lights is my favorite out of the two. I was very impressed.
Yeah, Lights
know-
is really good.
Yeah, Army, you can have all your pop and lock and stuff. If you can give me this style of BTS, I will eat it up.
Yeah.
I agree.
I-
This is amazing, and I would love to see more with this style.
It's a shame because when you look at the YouTube music video, Lights only has 26 million views, while Boys with Love, or at least the Korean version of Boys with Love, that had over 440 million views.
Well, also, that was released in April, so...
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's had
and-
time to build
yeah.
up the thing. That's true. Yeah, because this is the Japanese version of the song. But yeah, no, Boys with Love was okay. I will say I listened to the Korean and the Japanese version. I will say the Japanese version of the rap is superior. You can fight me on that one. But
No,
Boys with Love
we
was,
won't. We won't fight that. Army, do not hurt us, please. Do not dox us. We love and appreciate you, Army.
Oh yeah.
If
But, I
anything,
mean,
go
I
on Ongaku Gray's Twitter and dox him
and,
there.
yep.
I'm just a
I
poor
mean,
country
Boy
boy.
with Love, I thought was actually pretty good. I didn't mind the rap, but I do like the Japanese version a little bit better. But I like the Korean music video because I thought it was pretty. Their dancing was really, really good, and it really showcases that they have more. They have a lot of talents within them. So, and I would love to see more styles like these too because it showed me that I do like some of their music depending on what songs they are because I'm not a big pop and lock person. So this is a style that I think they pull off very well, for me at least.
I like pop and lock. It just needs music behind it.
Not just noise.
My pop and lock is Big Bang.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
But I mean, I love this style from them. I thought it was really good, and it really showcased a lot of things. And I love the lyrics to Light because Light had the video is subbed.
Well,
The lyrics are really, really good.
Well, I also thought that, especially Lights, was a really good showcase of their vocal range.
Yes, it was.
Like, a lot of the songs I've heard up until then, there's very little to no vocals. Again, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm certain they have more songs like Lights, and we just haven't heard them. But for me, like, that Lights was like the first song that I've heard by them that was just a real showcase of what these boys can really do. And I'm with Ken. They do a lot more like Lights. I might be a BTS fan.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, with that, it sold a lovely 637,175 points. So, BTS, Army Strong, all that jazz.
Yep, it blew everyone else out of the park.
Yep. Let's check the albums real fast here. And what in God's name is this anime?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Of Rosario to a Vampire from Afar, but just because of the colored hair.
Well, the only one that's throwing me is the one with cat ears. Other than that, I'm 90% certain they're dudes.
Don't be dissing the caddy.
I'm not dissing them. I'm saying it's throwing me. That's the only one that I'm like, I could see that being a girl.
They beat out Arashi.
Yeah,
Barely.
for the week. Yeah, for the week.
Barely.
4,000. It took number one. Odyssee's behind it with number two. Yeah, and like I said, if it continued this is a continuation of last week. Yeah, this was gonna be the numbers that it was gonna drop down to. It's not gonna throw out strong. I've already foreseen this, so it'll probably do less than this the following week. But Tokyo entered the Junior Exile. It took number 3.
I really wish I had the money for this sucker. I would have bought it. I want
Same.
it so bad.
Yeah.
I know. I
want
just
so
couldn't
bad.
pay that money for like 9 songs. As much as I wanted it, I just don't have
It's
the
only
money.
5 songs.
I thought it was 9.
I don't know. I know this is only 5 though.
Oh, there's 7.
Are there 7? I remember when I wrote up the original article, there was only 5 songs. Or
There's
is it only gonna be
7.
5 tracks?
Shoot It Out, Dead or Alive, Supersonic, Shock the World, Mix It Up, Break Down Your Walls, and 24 World.
Oh God.
I've only heard Shoot It Out and Shock the World, or the only 2 I've heard from this. I think all of the music videos are available on YouTube. You can go watch most of this, but I love Shock the World. I listen to that song all the time. It's great. It's a great song.
Yep. Carrots and Sticks by Bish took number 4. Our lovely music curators are always so well with this. I love the creation team that's behind a lot of Bish's songs. I believe it's what was their name? It was Scramble. Scramble does that, and they're also the team behind Last Parade. Or Gang Parade. They're also behind Gang Parade. They did Last Parade.
Yeah.
They're also gonna do the other releases too, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yep. B-side, C-side, B-side collection by Union Square Garden. This is their best of the B-sides. Took number 5. Utao no Prince Sama took number 6. Oh My Girl, Japan's second album by Korean group Oh My Girl. That's very original. took number 7. Sakane Action took number 8, with King and Prince taking number 9. And Oga Ippai Punsen and Seikafidi Best of 2 took number 10. Interesting week overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I mention one thing? Because I decided to look a little past the top 10 in the albums. Finally, is number 14.
I would think that because of the streaming stuff is also
Yep,
there.
I thought that too. So I'm like, that's so funny. It kind of jumped back up a little bit. I just thought it was funny, and I had to mention it quick.
But yeah, you can find us on our lovely, lovely things on the social media for Twitter and Instagram on Ongaku.ru. You can find the site at ongaku.com. You can find our 2 affiliates. Koryu Hunter, he is a Japanese Twitch streamer, soon to be American Twitch streamer because he's coming home in a couple weeks.
Yeah, he should be packing. His Twitter handle even says he should be packing.
Yeah, that Bobo, he just doesn't know how to pack. He texted me the other day. He goes, I don't know how I'm going to ship half of this stuff home yet. So
That is the tricky part.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So,
I mean, you can find him at twitch.tv/KoryuHunter, KYORYUHUNTER. You can also find our other affiliate, Timbertaff. He is a Twitch streamer in his own right, and you can find him at twitch.tv/Timbertaff, TIMBERTAFT. You can find me on Twitter at OTYKen1, where you can just see me retweet and blast review Starlight and make really stupid pictures of Final Fantasy XIV. And you can follow Renford at RenfordD. And you can follow Luna at...
You can follow me on Twitter at LunaMaria87, or you can follow me on Instagram at NerdyCollectorLuna.
And where can we find you, Gray?
You can find me at Ongakuguri on Twitter, where I used to tweet about what I listened to, but I've had issues with my phone and I haven't been able to get that feature to work, so I haven't been doing that for a while, but I'll get back to it soon.
But yeah, I want to thank you guys for once again listening to this week's episode of Ongaku. I want to say thank you very much and have a great day. Aloha.
I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and your week. This is Luna signing off. Ja mata ne.
And this is Gray. We'll see you next time.